Hello, my subscribers and fellow horror fans. I decided to do another update. It's been forever. Finally did get a job. So more DVDs. Yay! Okay. Conan the Barbarian, wonderful movie. My favorite of all time. Still, even now. Great soundtrack, cool special effects, giant snake. Not a lot of dialogue. And James Earl Jones playing someone completely different. I'm trying to think what else about this. I don't know, the soundtrack's sexy. But, shit. Oh, they did cut out one deleted scene, unfortunately. The one scene of dialogue between Arnold and Subotai, or whatever his name is. And it actually made them appear more human. Less these people just going around, adventuring. Like, they actually have some real brains, and they cut that out. I don't know why they took it out of the Blu-ray version, but whatever. Still a very cool movie. I love it. Then The Thing, great special effects, great suspense in it. If you haven't seen this, totally get around to it. My favorite John Carpenter movie, one of my favorite horror movies of all time. Just really, it's great. I love the way that dog opened up like a flower. Anyway, I got Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory 40th anniversary box set. It was cheaper on Amazon than it's ever been, and fuck yes, with Oompa Loompas and Gene Wilder being a fucking crazy, awesome guy. You get nothing! You lose! Good day, sir! Yes, it's in this movie. It's a wonderful movie. I love it. It just doesn't get old, and it doesn't matter what age you are. It's always fun. It's a great movie. It's timeless. I got the season 1, the entire first season of Masters of Horror, the box set. Got it before it went out of print, or decided to get it before it got up. But that anchor-based stuff, it's going out of print, so I decided to pick this up. Great series, though. Crazy episodes. Watch Imprint. Oh my god. Abortion. Wonderful. Okay. And then we have Season 2, the Skull box set, which I procrastinated on getting this and ended up way overpaying to get it. It was a pain in the ass to try to find a brand new one, but I got it. And I'm going to tell you that the casing in this thing is very unprotected, and that's why I removed all the discs from it, but it's a very cool box set. I recommend Season 2, but I don't so much recommend getting this. Don't way overpay for it, but it's cool. Box set. Finally got Phantasm 3. Another Anchor Bay movie. The Anchor Bay release. Phantasm 4. I really don't think that these are the best out of the series, but I wish they would come out with 5 already. But hey, my collection of the Phantasm is complete. Or I have the entire series now. That's always good. And then we got the wonderful Red Velvet, a cool independent horror film. Red Velvet, it is all about the stains. As it says on the front. Yes. I mean, really. It's very underrated. I think that this deserves some recognition for being something weird, crazy, and different and colorful. Almost feels like in one of Argento's earlier movies, but with a little bit more humor. I mean, it's something completely random and different at times, but really, some good special effects in there. Not every last bit of it, but there's like a pretty convincing alligator in it. Or crocodile. Whatever, fuck it. I know there's a difference, sue me. Then Demons, a crazy horror movie in which these people are in a theater, almost like an infection movie, except people turning into demons. I really had a good time with it. We didn't have high expectations, and I saw it, and I was totally blown away. It was pretty exciting. I'd recommend watching it. And then we got Demons 2, the sequel. It was okay. It wasn't as good as the first, but it came pretty close. I mean, they focused too much of that thing that looked like it was from, what's the name of that one? Gremlins. It looked like one of those things in there, and they focused too long on it, but it's cool. It's action-packed. It's a worthy sequel. It didn't feel like the same thing. It had some better special effects at times, too. Like the part with the TV. Oh my god, it was insane. Then I finally got The Company of Wolves, one of my favorite werewolf movies. It's different. It's like a Sigmund Freud take on Red Riding Hood. It's different. I like it. It's an anthology, all involving werewolves. Good special effects. It's cool. I recommend it. Then we got Sprite of Reanimator. Decided to get this one as soon as possible. This one is a VHS rip, means it's like almost VHS quality, but it's on DVD. Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense. There's no special features. The movie's just okay. I mean, I didn't hate it or anything, but I thought there could have been more on it. I wouldn't... If you're trying to look into getting this, get it, but don't spend too much on it, because there's not a whole lot on there. Then I finally got the Vengeance Trilogy, and the trilogy is great. Old Boy, oh god, the plot, yes. My favorites out of it would be Old Boy and Sympathy for Mr. Vengeance, but I think like Old Boy kind of steals the thunder from the other two. I mean, Sympathy for Mr. Vengeance is probably one of the most depressing movies I've seen in a while. I mean, I did love it, but it's like everything went downhill for everybody in it, and it's rare that you see something like that. I mean, it was cool, but I don't know. And then Lady Vengeance, I mean, it was good, but it wasn't good as the rest, but I mean, hey, it was a decent revenge movie. Stanley Kubrick collection. I really wanted to get a hold of this. Finally did. We got 2001: A Space Odyssey, A Clockwork Orange, The Shining, Full Metal Jacket, Eyes Wide Shut, and a documentary, Stanley Kubrick, A Life in Pictures. If you haven't seen these, get around to them. They're great classic movies. A Clockwork Orange is a no-brainer. You know, Singing in the Rain. Yeah. Oh, Alex, you so crazy. And then The Shining. It's wonderful. Red rum, murder, you know. Going insane, killing people. Or at least, you know, the Jack Nicholson way. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Okay. I think the shower scene turned everybody off. I mean, I did not see that shit coming. It just... What am I watching? Ew. And... yeah. That part really disturbed me. Full Metal Jacket, I mean, I'd like never... I waited forever to see it and I wasn't like super impressed, but it wasn't a bad movie. I mean, had some cool moments. Poor dumb bastards, they'd rather live than be free. I mean, there are some great lines in there. Plus some cool combat scenes. Eyes Wide Shut. Oh, wow. With all those naked people in that room like that, wearing masks. Sounds like a good time to me, but, you know, hey, dangerous situation. He wasn't supposed to be there. He doesn't even understand the word Fidelio. Anyway, you would have had to see. It was, wow. Haven't seen the Life in Pictures yet, so I can't really say anything about it. But I do know that Stanley Kubrick was an extreme nutcase. Like, he put his actors through hell trying to make his movies. And isn't that what making movies is all about? Well, no, not really. But you get the most convincing reactions through suffering. Hey, I mean, really. Can you argue? Think about that. I mean, look at The Shining. Wow. Anyway. What did I get? Oh, Thriller, A Cruel Picture. And it is indeed a cruel picture. It's, wow. I remember seeing someone else talk about it, and he said, like, it was a movie for the whole family, and oh boy, he is right. Yes, just, no. I mean, it's violent, it gets pretty, she, like, goes on a rampage, you know, one of those. It kind of caught me off guard, though, because I didn't expect all that random destruction that went on in this when she was going on a rampage, like making cars crash. And for some reason, a lot of them would explode. Wow, it's pretty... This movie really escalated, is all I can say. And it's another one of those really depressing movies where things just go really downhill. But yeah, I decided to get this as soon as possible because it too was going out of print. Limited edition, it's the... Let's see... Yeah, it's the uncut version. It's pretty insane, pretty nuts. Probably one of the better revenge flicks I've seen. Our Ultimate Versus, which is like the special edition of the movie Versus with 3 discs. And if you haven't, this is a crazy, weird Japanese zombie movie, and it's a steelbook. Oh god, steelbook's so sexy. Yeah. But yeah, if you haven't seen this, get around to it. It's something different. It's crazy. It's nuts. Martial arts, zombies, cool special effects. For being a movie in the early 2000s. It's different. I don't know. Just watch it sometime. It's beautiful. Let's see, then I got the Anchor Bay Ultimate Edition of Evil Dead 3 discs. I think like 2 of them are the movie, just one's widescreen and the other one's full screen. Which I think that's kind of stupid. But anyway, yeah, it's a very awesome movie. I remember seeing it the first time, I just thought it was okay, then I saw it again, and I fell in love with it. It's so cheesy, it's like, there's so many continuity errors, but yet it still winds up being entertaining. Just, what can I say about it? It's a classic. Get around to watching it if you haven't already. Then we got Soylent Green. Soylent Green is people! I haven't seen this yet, but I've heard things about it. I know they referenced this in a game. It was like Deus Ex. It was like some candy bar called Chocolate. It's food, it's people, it's both. But anyway, I wanted to watch this because it was a classic. I heard cool things about it. It looked cool. Charlton Heston is the man, okay? Alright, and then I picked up the Satanic Rites of Dracula Deluxe Edition. It's 2 discs. I thought the second disc would be the soundtrack, but no, it's a bunch of music released by this company called Cleopatra, and this music was inspired by the movie. It's a weird release. I think it's region free, and it's released by a record company. I found that pretty wild and out there, but it was an okay movie. I hear it's like the worst of the Hammer Dracula series, but I saw it, didn't hate it. I would like to revisit it. It's good quality. And then we got the 4 film pack. Only got it because Return of the Living Dead 3, or at least someone else found it for me. Pretty cool stuff. But only that one. The rest can just fuck them. And then we got Stephen King's Silver Bullet, or, Silver Bullet based off of a novel by Stephen King. Gary Busey is in it. He makes this movie, okay? I mean, he steals the whole movie. Just Gary Buseying it up, I feel like a virgin on prom night. You'd have to see it. Not one of the best werewolf movies ever, but I'd say it's a guilty pleasure for me. It's cheesy. Special effects aren't the best, but, it's fun. Gary Busey. What else can I say? Then we got Our Point. Didn't hear a whole lot about this. Saw it on one of the trailers on the Vengeance Trilogy box set and got interested. Then finally got it because it was going out of print too. Saw this last night and wow, it was nuts. I recommend checking this one out. It's kind of slow, but it's very creepy. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Cameraman? Was it a great film? Okay. Mr. Cameraman agrees. Alright, so anyway, I think the next video I'm going to do is a Q&A video finally. And maybe I'll get around to reviews. I'm trying to get around to doing a review for The Dead, but I haven't gotten there yet. Anyway, thank you for watching this update, and stay sexy. Goodbye.